Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Red Dead Redemption 2 video, we're going to be taking a look at the incredibly sad yet hilarious story of how Arthur Morgan ruined a guy's life in Red Dead Redemption 2, and he actually tells John about it 8 years later in the epilogue, which I think is amazing. So anywhere between Chapter 2 and Chapter 6, if you're traveling along the Dakota River, which could be anywhere near Valentine or near where it turns into the Flatiron Lake, you might run into this gentleman who is skipping stones on the edge of the river, and he seems a little bit somber and depressed, and this is what he'll eventually say to Arthur.
Lily Mae, you think you're so great. Strutting around. Hey, mister. I just want to be left alone, all right? Come on, mister. This here's my patch. I'm using it.
A sentiment I'm familiar with. Fair enough, kid.
Holding hands with that dump. Look, kid.
You care about this girl? Stand up for yourself. She'll come around.
Yeah? I've been waiting.
Trust me, kid. There ain't so many good men out there. Make yourself one of the good ones.
Thanks, mister. I hope you're right. You wait, Lily Mae. Well, someday, I'll show you. I'll be rich. A nice, big house. You'll be begging me to court you. Lily Mae. Oh, maybe I'll just stay here forever. Waste away like some fallen leaf. Crinkle up. Wouldn't that be nice? Come on. Can't mope around here all day. You best not talk about seeing me here, mister.
So as you guys saw there, this guy skipping stones is upset because he really likes a girl named Lily Mae. But Lily Mae won't show him any attention. And if you greet him or show him the positive response, Arthur will give him some nice advice, saying that the guy has to be confident. He has to go up to Lily Mae and, be the man that she wants. And it's actually pretty wholesome and pretty interesting. And after that conversation, he will just simply walk away. You can follow him for a bit, but there's no more interactions you can have. And you guys can see here where I found him is like right below Cumberland Falls, so a little bit closer to Valentine. Now, I also wanted to see what would happen if instead of greeting this individual, we antagonized him. Would we get a different sort of response? And this is what happened.
Lily Mae, you think you're so great. Strutting around, nose in the air, holding hands with that dump. Look, kid. Hey, mister. I just want to be left alone, all right?
You expect to win this girl with all your belly aching? Be a man, son.
Hey, I'm plenty man, thank you very much. Come on, mister. This here's my patch. I'm using it.
You ain't so much as a loaf of wet bread.
What? Well, forget you, mister.
So I'm not going to lie, the antagonized responses were really funny here. It's definitely not the nicest thing to say, but they were really funny. Now, also, something that's interesting about this character is we don't know his name, and he also is invincible. So we can't actually hogtie him The lasso just goes straight through him, and we can't shoot him either. So Rockstar has made him an invincible NPC, which to me means that there's something pretty significant about this guy's story. So when this happened, I was really wondering, okay, what the heck is so important about this guy? Why is the girl he's after, Lily May, important? There was just a lot of mysteries here. The fact that we couldn't lasso him, we couldn't hog tie him, we couldn't shoot him, couldn't kill him, anything like that. The guy was literally invincible, which was kind of crazy. So now that brings us to the epilogue. If you flash forward 8 years later, you can find the same guy sort of on the edge of the Flatiron Lake or the Dakota River, and he will give you an update on what happened with him and Lily May. It's kind of interesting.
Lily May. That rotten witch. Making my life a misery, day and night. Ain't much in the mood for company right now, partner.
All right. You don't strike me as a happy fella.
All those years, chasing her, well, she didn't want nothing to do with me.
It's woman problems, right? Might be better you spoke to the lady.
Well, I don't generally have much to say.
Listen, partner, I'm hardly one to give marriage advice, but it's better if you stick to it.
Can't make things worse, I suppose. See you, mister. Then, she finally says yes. What a mistake that was! Should have never rushed to get that ring on your finger, Lily May. Never known a more evil woman! Can't avoid going home no longer. You know what'll happen. Back to the demon.
Wow, so you guys can see that because this guy took the advice of Arthur, he decided to pursue Lily May. She eventually said yes to being his girlfriend. It sounds as if they got married and are still married, but it turns out that Lily May is not the woman that this guy thought she was. She's a horrible person, apparently. In fact, he even calls her a demon. Now, I don't know about you guys, but if you're married to someone, you probably don't want to be calling them a demon, which is sort of interesting. So it turns out that because Arthur gave this guy advice, it ended up ruining his life. Man, that stinks, but that is really funny as well. Now, you can follow him, and what's interesting is during the epilogue, now he becomes lassoable. You can also rob him, you can kill him, you can loot him, you can do whatever you want. So I'm assuming the reason you weren't able to do that in chapters 2 through 6 is because he would make an appearance in the epilogue, and if you killed him, it wouldn't make sense if he respawned. So I guess I can understand that. And if we're being honest here, I think we put this guy really out of his misery. It seems that he was not very happy with Lily May at all. And that is just a sad but really funny story too. Now, one thing I thought about doing here was following this guy. Like, would he lead us back home to Lily May or maybe his residence? Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. He just walks in a random direction that isn't where you're walking. So if you're walking behind him, he'll always walk away from you. So he wouldn't lead us to anywhere in particular. Now, just like the encounter I had with him in chapters 2 through 6, that first encounter we did, I was greeting him with all the positive responses. So the second time, I wanted to greet him with the antagonistic responses, and I wanted to see what would happen.
Lily May. That rotten witch. Making my life a misery, day and night. All those years, chasing her, well, she didn't want nothing to do with me. Then, she finally says yes. What a mistake that was! Should have never rushed to get that ring on your finger, Lily May. Never known a more evil woman. Can't avoid going home no longer. You know what'll happen.
Sounds like this lady might be right to do whatever crying baby that you are.
Hey, you watch it. I ain't crying. I'm enjoying my solitude.
So all in all, this was an incredibly fun quest line in Red Dead Redemption 2. In fact, I don't even think it is a quest. I just think it's one of those dynamic random events that changes once the epilogue occurs. And that's one of the big reasons why I like the fact that this game jumps from 1899 to 1907 is because there are so many things that are different over the course of 8 years. And this is just another one of those examples right here. So I love how Rockstar has done this. I think this is one of the coolest interactions in the game. But anyways, that's all I've got for you guys in this video today. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily Red Dead Redemption 2 videos like this. With all the way guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care and I'll see you guys in the next video.